Hello, hello. Welcome to my space. I should say welcome to our space because we have Clapton here. So she is sleeping right now on her pillow in the studio. I love to have her here. I'll make a picture if she's still here when I finish this reading, but let's get into it. So we have a situation here. You dated someone. You didn't see any red flags. They were truly investing in you. And suddenly it is like if they tear the rug under your feet. You didn't see it coming. Suddenly there came an ending. I kind of feel that we might not even have closure here with the cards that we have. We have here first the unexpected endings. Can you see the card? Yes, I think that you can see it. Her last day in the light, unexpected endings, surprise changes, sudden shift. It's a number 10. The number 10, it is an ending with a new beginning, but with experience. Not the best experience, apparently. It's also the Wheel of Fortune. We have envy, punishment, jealousy, changing course. So this truly reflects to me like they suddenly, out of the blue, truly it's out of the blue, you truly didn't see it coming because you were observing, checking the red flags, checking if they were truly engaged in the relationship, and everything was there. You truly thought that everything was okay. You paid attention, but we have here the punishment. This is what is screaming at me. We are also with the number 26. 26 is a 8. What goes around comes around. This is giving me a lot of explanation about their behavior, why they did to you what they did to you. And then we have here the mortal, finite, opposed to infinite, and fragile. Can you see that? Okay, so this is the situation here. Somebody that truly took you by surprise. You didn't expect that. You are shocked. You don't understand. You don't know if you did something wrong. You don't even understand what happened, truly, because they left you in some kind of state that, you know, it's like if somebody is telling, I'm going for 5 minutes, I'm going to buy something, and they never come back, right? And when you are trying to reach to them, it's blocked. They ignore. Like they left you truly wondering. And I kind of feel that this was the intention, to be very honest. But let's see what the cards are telling me about this situation. I want to take here this deck. I don't know why I am attracted to this deck. Maybe because it is written that it is a love oracle deck. Let's put it to the side and let's see here what's going on. Little bit more information about this situation. So let's see. Tell me more here. Ooh. Okay, we have passion, we have seduction. Tell me more. Paradise. Okay. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. The Chaser in reverse, the Grim Reaper in reverse. Very interesting. The Love in reverse. It's very interesting, the Grim Reaper in reverse. The relationship is over. This is what is written, and the card is in reverse. I will explain you exactly why. So, we have both receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues, interesting. I like you in reverse. This is their karma. 8th position. And healing heart in reverse. Okay, so listen. You were dealing here with someone who truly, it's not that you missed any red flag. The only red flag that you might have missed was the perfection itself, right? Because very often we are talking about all kinds of red flags, but we not very often talk about the fact that if it looks too good to be true, chances are that it is, right? We have here someone who was all about passion. They want things to be very, very intense. They enjoy the seduction. This is what they love the most. In fact, this is all they love truly, because their heart, here the love is in reverse, they are not, it's interesting because it's written, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. It is in reverse, right? What is in reverse for me here, more than anything, it is the unconditional love and the self-love and the oneness, right? So we are dealing here with someone who, in fact, I told you with the I like you here, and also what I saw here with the 26, that was the 8, the punishments. I cannot show you the card. Yeah, I can. Yeah, if I hide her, I can, right? We have here, can you see? Here, punishment. Okay, so I kind of feel that what we are dealing here with, it is someone who didn't heal from their last relationship, right? And so they are in a revenge mode, right? So they decided to totally protect their heart space. So they are not operating from their heart, they are operating, in fact, from their ego. So you might wonder, like, no, but I saw this person, they truly seem happy. All of this, right? This is all the seduction. They love that. They feel safe there. But the moment that they feel that they will get emotionally attached, they don't want that. So they want the paradise. They want you to feel in paradise. They want to have a beautiful experience. But we are talking here about someone who is about those highs, right? And they are so afraid of the law that they are running. We have the chaser here in reverse, right? This is a codependent. So I kind of feel that you might have been dealing with someone who was in a codependent relationship before. It might be a narcissist, it doesn't have to be. It might be an avoidant, but it is someone that in the past had a relationship ending that they didn't heal. They absolutely didn't heal, right? And so they got into this inner dialogue of saying to themselves something, I will never ever love anyone anymore, I will never this, I will never that, and I will never this, and I will never that. And they are also driven by identity wound, because it took them truly very, very deeply. And so it's not that, I said, it's not that you saw red flags, because apart of the fact that everything was too perfect, right? They were totally mirroring you, so everything was perfect. And this was the red flag, but for the rest, yes, you didn't see any red flags, because they wanted to give you the ultimate movie, right? But they knew since the beginning that it was coming to an end. This is how they operate. This is what they are doing over and over and over again. Once they receive what they need, they are moving on. And we have here the closure issue. When we were with the other cards, I told you, I don't feel even that it's a person that gave you closure, right? The reason why they didn't give you closure, it is because we have the Grim Reaper here. The relation is over. They don't want the relation to be over. They want you to be in this state of shock. Why? Because they feel, imagine that your emotional self and what you are giving, it is like money, let's say, right? Like you have a bag of money and they feel that they put all their money into an ex that has left them. And so now what they are doing is they are trying to take back this money from every relationship that they are meeting, right? But they just want to take. This is what they want. And they feel that if you are emotionally attached to them, they get to keep the coin. And this is also why they won't give closure, because if there is closure, they need to somehow, in the kind of narrative that I can explain, they need to somehow give you back the coin. The closure for them, in fact, they see it like equality. I have a very hard time talking. I don't know why. So this is the situation here. We are going to get deeper into the tarot, so I will give you a little bit more information here. But yes, you didn't dream. What you saw, you saw. You were just dealing with someone who is extremely toxic and extremely, extremely destructive. Could you have done anything different? I will give you some tricks later on in order to be able to eliminate those kind of people in your life, right? Because this is truly traumatic, because there was no red flags, because they invested so much, they put so much energy, right? So you might think now, okay, I cannot get into any new relationship because I didn't see any red flags. So how will I be able to avoid this from happening again? I will give you tricks at the end. Maybe it will come with the cards. But mainly, this is it. The seduction was absolutely perfect. They wanted you to be in a place of paradise. They wanted you to feel, to have a very high emotional investment, because they see it like money that they are taking back, right? The codependency here. They are afraid to, once again, be hurt. They don't want to be once again in the experience that they lived before, but instead of healing, instead of just keeping distance, it's not what they are doing, because they feel the need to get back the money that they lost. In fact, right, it's not money, we are talking about emotional energy. It's an energy vampire, in fact, right? And they are taking it from every person that they can. Every person that they can. So they truly need the emotional investment, because they feel somehow the need to recreate the kind of energy in which they were in the past, when the relationship was taken from them, was stolen from them, was over, right? They need this level of intensity. And this is why they stay until you are in this level of intensity. In another reading, I was talking about an avoidant, right? So here we have the avoidant, but it is a little bit different. Because the avoidant that we were talking about before, it was someone who had truly an avoidant wound that was coming from childhood, something like that. Here we are talking about something very, very different. We are talking about someone who already had some kind of unhealed wounds, right? But it's truly this significant relationship that has put them in a revenge mentality. And it is truly very, very traumatic, because it might truly make you not want to get into any relationship in the future. We will see what the cards are giving me, because very often the cards are telling me what I am supposed to tell you. This is why I don't want to just deliver you the message of how to know exactly what. I want the cards to help me deliver this message to you. But if they won't totally do it, I will give it to you in another way, right? So I'm watching, which deck do I want to use? I want to use this deck. I want a deck that is a little bit childish, because this is what they are. And this one I haven't used since a long time. So just a reminder, this is a collective reading, which means that it's a group reading, which means that it might be for you, it might be partly for you, and it might not be for you. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't take on yourself a story that is not yours, right? If I'm talking about masculines or feminine, I am not especially talking about the gender. I'm talking about the energy from where someone is operating. So apply it however it applies to the roles in your life. And this can be past, present, or future. So let's see. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups here. And the Five of Swords in reverse. Okay, let me for a second just put the cards like this. Regarding the I like you, I told you that this is the place of karma, right? It's the eighth place. What goes around comes around. We will get more about it here. But at the end of the day, the whole thing, it is that all what they are doing is accumulating. They think that they are accumulating more emotional money, but at the end, all that they are accumulating, it is more and more self-hate, in fact, right? But we will get back to it. So let me just put it like this. So, they are totally closed off, right? This is the energy. They don't want to hear you. They don't want to give you closure. They don't want to give you answers. They don't want to do any of this. Why? Because they know that they cannot defend themselves. They cannot tell you what is truly happening, because then, as said, this emotional value, right, that they stole from you, that they took from you, if they give you any explanation, they are losing it and they don't want it. They feel that if you stay stuck on them, that they get this feeling that they venge themselves. Can we say that? They venge themselves. They have some kind of revenge, right? Can you see the cards? Yes, you can. Okay. This is why they don't want... First of all, they have no explanation to give you, because what will they tell you? If you force them into it, then they will gaslight you, they will lie to you, they will project on you, you are the problem, you are this, you are that. But if they can avoid this discussion, they will do it, because they prefer to know that you are waiting for them, right? They don't want the closure, they want to keep the love that they vampirize. They want to keep it for themselves, right? Tell me more here. What do you want me to say to the collective? Yeah, you see? This is kind of a magic trick that they are doing, right? This is manipulation. It's a magic trick. They need you to be totally lost. They need you to be in a mental prison. This is what they are searching. They need you to be in a stalemate position, not being able to understand what is going on and being stuck in your mind. They want you to be confused. This is the intention. So they feel that they still have some kind of value in you, which gives them emotional value, right? It's sick. It's a sick behavior, right? It's truly somebody who is unhealed, and you are paying, in fact, for a wound that somebody else has created. Tell me more here, please. So they will seduce you, and they will also seem to be very, very honest in their seduction. It's very difficult for you to see that they are playing a game, right? But it's not truly that they are playing a game, because they truly understand here. They really enjoy. They enjoy the passion, they enjoy the seduction, they crave that, because otherwise they might also have simply not have relationship at all. And honestly speaking, this is what they should have done, right? But they feel this need of getting back what was taken from them, right? So they are seducing you in we are talking here about a dreamer, right? So they are taking you into serenades, being very romantic, and also what might also be very disturbing, it is that we are not talking here about what might be perceived as a typical narcissist, right? They are seen as somebody very emotional, which they are, in fact, right? This is why they were so hurt by what happened to them in the past. So they are this romantic person, they are this soft person, this emotional person, but in fact, they are also extremely fragile, right? And this is maybe why you might not have perceived the kind of monstrous behavior that was hiding behind them, because in their energy they feel, it feels truly that they are somebody very romantic, very emotional, all those kind of things. But in fact, look, they might be dealing here with some kind of addiction. I see here a lot of escape. I see here people taking everything at base level, you know? It's all about partying, it's being emotionally detached. It's all a joke, right? For them, the way that they speak about it in their mind, it's all a joke. And if you would be facing them at a certain moment in some kind of way, they will tell you something like, I never told you that I love you. I never told you that this. I never told you that. And in fact, in the whole relationship, they have said to you everything except maybe I love you. They might have talked to you about the future, but somehow they have never promised you anything. They might have made you feel in every kind of way that they are totally exclusive with you, but they never said it out loud. It is very, very intentional, in fact, right? This is kind of lying by omission. They are using those things. There are things that they will never say, and it is in order to be able to tell you, I didn't tell you that. You dreamed. You are delusional. Like everything is your fault, right? They want to be able to deny everything, and this is why they never said that. They might have said, I love this about you, I love that about you, I enjoy so much being with your family. They know exactly what they're doing, right? If they are telling you that they want to meet your family, for example, for you, they know that in your mind it means something, right? They wouldn't just meet your family if it doesn't mean something, right? And when they say, I love your family, all those kind of things they are doing, and they absolutely understand what it means to you emotionally and in your mind, right? But they never said some things in order to be able to defend themselves in the case that they cannot, that they find themselves in a situation that they have no other choice, right? So they will pretend that, it was good, but at the end of the day, I realized that it's not what I want. I never made you promises anyway. All those kind of things. Like if you will try to force a discussion with them, right? Don't do it. if you are fragile in any kind of way, because I tell you what they will do, they will make you feel like shit. This is what they are going to do. They will lie, they will deny, and they will truly make you feel like if you are clinging to something that never existed, right? Yeah. They feel strong, they feel that they lead their life when you are depressed. They need to know that you cannot sleep at night. It makes them feel that they won. It's very, very ego-driven. It is very narcissistic, in fact, right? There is here, truly, I feel that I'm in control of myself, of my life, of my ego, if I know that you are desperate, that you cannot sleep, that you are fearful. They feel strong, first of all, because they feel this need of revenge, right? That is totally misplaced, because you didn't hurt them. But somehow for them now, if we are talking about a man, all the women are the same. If we are talking about a woman, all the men are the same, right? So it's totally fucked up. It's totally fucked up. But this is how they feel, in fact, right? This is the inner narrative that they have. And also, if they know that you are down because you don't get any answers, that maybe you will blame yourself. And they want that. So they are protected, right? If you blame yourself, if you are ashamed of what happened, right? They also want to meet maybe your family, so you will be ashamed, right? Then you will be stuck there trying to explain what happened in the relationship. They want that. And chances are that if they met close friends of yours or they met your family, they were absolutely the most charming person they can be. They enjoy the seduction. Even your friends and your family, they enjoy it. They feel strong there. We are here talking about someone that has gone through some kind of experience that has made them feel that they lost control. It made them feel hurt, very hurt in their ego, and it has made them feel weak because they lost control over a situation. And now everything that can make them feel some kind of strength, they are taking it, and they are not considering for a moment the hurt that they cause. And it's even worse because somehow when you are hurt, they feel strong. Yeah. Wait. Tell me more here, please. Yeah, you see? They want you stuck. This is what they want. They want you to be stuck. 1 second, I will open the curtain a little bit, so we will have maybe a little bit more light. I will also open the light here. Okay. So, the Hermit. I don't know if there is a lot more light. And the Hangman in Reverse. The Hangman in Reverse, this is talking about being stuck. They want you to be stuck, and this is why they are hiding, right? This is why they are not giving you the closure. They don't want you to be able to find them, right? And the reason why, it is because even though they want to know that you are sad because you lost them, right? Because this is what they would have want their ex to feel. So they want you to feel that, right? But they don't want to face you. They don't want to face your emotions, because if they face you being hurt, right? Getting into this discussion where they will be totally prideful and totally project onto you. This will be very difficult for them because at the end of the day, they don't want to hurt you. And if you are in front of them, they will see that they hurt you. In their mind, they are hurting their ex. I hope that it makes sense, right? This is why they are hiding. They are hiding. Tell me more here, please. The Six of Wands in reverse. The Page of Swords in reverse. What do you want me to say here? They want you to feel, right, a loss, because this is what they felt, right? And in order for you to feel this loss, you need to feel confused, right? And this is why, even if you are trying to confront them, what they will do, it is lie and manipulate to you, right? They won't give you any answers. They won't give you any answers because, as said, if they give you answers, they don't get what they want. They want to feel that they are creating the hurt that they felt. I hope that it makes sense. I hope that it makes sense. Tell me more here, please. Yeah, they are just creating an ending. We have the Ten of Swords here. They are just creating this ending, right? But they don't want to see you hurt. This is exactly what I said. They don't want to see you hurt because you, as a person, they don't want to hurt you. They want to feel. You understand the difference? I hope that it makes sense, right? I truly hope that it makes sense. And this is why they are putting so many boundaries and that they are not accessible to you, right? If you are trying to reach them, you won't succeed to reach them. Now, if you are calling from another number, then maybe you will be able to reach them. But at the end of the day, I tell you, if you do that, what will happen? It is that they will feel trapped and they will be extremely destructive to you. Because I tell you, they will make you feel that you are the problem, right? Rare are those that will say, you know what, I'm the problem. And even if they say that, the way that they are saying it, it's disgusting, in fact, because it's a way to end the conversation, right? It's just to say, okay, I said it now, leave me alone. You understand? So no matter what, the feeling that you will get will be terrible. The only reason why you might want to force them into this confrontation, it is if you are already emotionally protected from all of that, kind of healed, just to be able to see them, see what's going on. After you heard this, right? Then you might at a moment say, okay, you know what? I want to see them truly be able, now that I'm not in love with them anymore, that I'm not in all of this anymore, I'm able to see them for who they are. See the manipulation, see the lies, see the projection, see the gaslighting in front of me, because I think that it will help me totally detach, be disgusted by them. Then it is worse to see them, right? To force this meeting. Otherwise, it's not. But also pay attention how you force this meeting. Because trust and believe that if they can somehow make you pay for that, they will make you pay for that. For ambushing them, right? Tell me more here, please. Okay. Yeah, listen, they are acting from a very fragile place, from a place of hurt, of comparing themselves, of ego, of jealousy. This is where they are operating from, right? And they want to convince themselves that they are in a great place, when in fact they are not. They are not. They are totally unhealed. But they think that if they succeed to seduce other people, right? So whatever they have in their ear from their ex saying them that they are nobody and this is why they are being left, it convinces them that in fact they are not what they heard that they are, right? And it might be that the ex never said anything, that it's in their mind, it's their inner dialogue, but it somehow makes them feel that all of this is not true, that they have some kind of value, right? And even though it's a lie, but they are getting away. They are very good at the passion and the seduction. This they are good. For the rest, they are afraid. They are afraid emotionally. They are afraid of losing. They feel that they don't know how to do that because maybe this is the inner dialogue that they have regarding their ex. Once there was some kind of routine that they really liked and enjoy, this is maybe when their ex said, I'm bored, you know? And so maybe they think that they are boring and so they are leaving before. What I want to tell you, okay, because with whatever I'm telling you here, you might think to yourself and say, but no, but I want the boring too, we want exactly the same thing, and I will convince them, and I will this, and I will that. Let me just tell you that it doesn't work this way. There is nothing that you can do that will change their behavior, because right now they have an unhealed wound that nobody external can somehow do something about it. If you insist, it will just make them step back more and more and more and more, right? So the best thing that you can do is just let it be, because this is somebody extremely toxic. You cannot convince them. You cannot. You cannot. They have to go and heal. This is what they need to do. But they are avoiding right now. Right? And so they are very prideful because they are breaking hearts. Right? So it makes them feel like they are the king of the jungle. Or the queen of the jungle. I don't know. And they want to stay on this feeling, right? This is what they want to maintain. This is where their emotional revenge and money is. Tell me more here, please. Yeah, they lost control in the past, right? They lost control. They were very comfortable in this relationship. Maybe too much. Maybe they were comfortable. Maybe they didn't do the job, but they don't want to assist, to admit it to themselves, right? The Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, they are acting in totally reckless ways. They don't care about the hurt that they create. Like, they don't want to see it, you know? They don't want to see it. We have the Seven of Wands here. I don't know why it came in reverse, because it's supposed to come like this. They are just trying to get away with something. But I kind of feel that it is coming in reverse because at the end of the day, as said, they want their ex to pay. But instead of making their ex pay, they are making everybody else pay. Right? But they are just looking at it from their perspective, where they need to regain what they lost. Right? This is the kind of person that when you met them, they might have told you that their ex was very toxic, very this, very that, all those kind of things also, right? Yeah, but at the end of the day, what I feel here, it is also that they were very comfortable in the relationship. I think that they might tell to themselves that they were the best partner that there is, but I honestly don't feel this way. I feel that they didn't truly they were in a comfortable place, and I don't feel that there was truly an investment. It was comfortable for them, they were happy that it was like this, and if their partner would tell them, I need this, I need that, can you be more like this, can you be more like that, yes, of course, but at the end of the day they wouldn't have done anything. Because I kind of feel that, you know, I don't believe, you know, all those people that are coming and they said, I gave it all and so now I won't give anything anymore. I don't believe that those people gave it all. I don't believe it. Because the right thing would be, I have been very, very hurt in the past, and so now I want to protect myself. But I don't want to hurt others, right? Here, this need of defending yourself, you know, like there is some kind of defense here, right? It doesn't come from nothing. It comes from something. They are trying to convince themselves that they gave it all, right? Tell me more here, please. The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, listen, this is the saddest part, I will tell you. This is the saddest part, because they are going after people that are, in fact, very good by themselves very often. Because the value of this person, the value in their emotional money, is much higher, you know, because if they meet someone that is desperate for a relationship, it's too easy, right? They enjoy the seduction all the time that you say, but they lost so much time and so much energy. Why? If it was just to end it the moment that, because this is what they enjoy the most. This is what they are living for, right? And so they are also going towards people where they need to work, because this makes it gain some kind of value, right? But in fact, they are extremely, extremely cold. They are bitter. They are resentful. The Queen of Swords is bitter and resentful. This is what they truly are. While they are presenting themselves in a certain way, it's not what they are. It's not what they are. They are hiding this part. Because the reason why they are hiding this part, they might tell you that the ex hurt them, all of this and all of that. But in their energy, they are coming a little bit like, I'm over it, you know. In the energy, I'm not saying in the words, but in their energy, there is some kind of pride and ego there, right? Because in fact, they are trying to hide it because they think that it makes them unattractive, and they think that it makes them appear weak, which they totally are, but they don't want to admit it to themselves because this is their biggest shame, that they are weak, right? Maybe they grew up with someone who told them, yeah, somebody strong is not crying, is not showing emotions. You know, maybe they have gone to their parents when it happened, and the parents said, come on, you won't cry for this for a relationship. You know, this kind that made them feel that having feelings, it is being weak, right? So they don't want to show it, but somehow you could feel it here and there in the way that they were telling their story, in the way that they might have been talking about their ex, that there was something very, there was kind of something hurt, but it didn't come out as sadness. It came out as anger, resentment, bitterness, right? We are going towards closure here. Tell me more here. Closure. Closure. I want to give them... Okay. I wanted to say I want to give them some tricks in order for them not to be afraid to get into relationship. I'm talking about you, my dear collective. This is truly traumatic. Because of such a relationship, you might never want to get into a new relationship, right? So I truly want to give you tricks, okay? So, one thing, you need to see how this person is truly dealing with their feelings. So when you are in this honeymoon phase, you have to say no sometimes, right? You have to say no and see how they react. Because if they are trying to maintain a mask, at a certain moment, they will lose their shit. And if because you say no, they are trying to control you, they are trying to dismiss you, right? They are trying to play it cool, but you feel that there is some kind of resentment. Or they just cut the relationship, right? Say thank you. Because here they showed you that this is the kind of person that you are dealing with, right? So this is very important. You have to see how they are in conflicts, how they are when you say no, because chances are that they are leaving before, they left before, right? Or just the first time that you said no, or there was some kind of installment of the relationship, right? It was going towards the next step. This is when it happened, right? So this is what you need to check. You have to check how they are when they say no, right? The first sign, of course, this, and I told it before, right? But it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. But it is, if it looks too perfect, right? You might be dealing with someone who is just mirroring to you what they think that you want to see, right? So this is the first thing, is test. If it looks too perfect, please don't get into the vibe, we are in this honeymoon phase, I don't want to be heavy, I don't want to be this, I don't want to be that. No, please be heavy. Be respectful of your own needs. If you feel the need to step back for an evening, say, I need my time with myself. If you want to go out with friends, right? You have to see how they are truly working with you, right? Because we are talking here about someone who's totally self-centered, right? So you have to see how they are working with you. This is the best thing that you can do. So it is, you need to stay kind of the same person. Like if you are telling to yourself, no, I don't want to do it because I don't want to bother them. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Do the opposite. Do the opposite. Bother them, right? Because if they are truly there coming from a place of heart, first of all, you are not bothering them. You are not. And second, they will know, even if you are bothering them for some kind of reason, they will know how to be respectful about it and make you feel okay about it. They won't attack you. They won't make you feel like shit, right? So, I hope that this is helpful. I hope that this is healing even, because those kind of relationships truly are very, very traumatic, because you truly don't see it coming. And they are doing everything for you to be crazy in love with them, and they make you feel the most amazing, and they are giving you all the signs. They need you truly to be invested. And this is when they are leaving. This is why it's so traumatic, right? But you are dealing here with something that is truly particular, right? Because most people, they won't invest so much. There are a lot of people that are in protection, right? So consider what I told you. If it looks too perfect, please, and you are in this honeymoon phase, don't limit your needs. Please say no. Do all those things, because it's important to see how this person reacts. Are they reacting in a mature way? Are they showing you that you are bothering them truly? If they truly love you, you are not bothering them. If they see themselves truly in a future with you, you are not bothering them, because they see you as their future, right? So don't allow someone to make you be in a relationship where you feel your future is already here, when in fact you don't have the elements, right? And pay attention truly, because of what I told you about things that they don't say. They say everything, right? But they won't say the thing, right? Pay attention to that, right? So I will leave it here. I hope that it was helpful. I'll see you in the comments. Bye.